Hello friends, today I am going to talk about the very fundamental functions or objective or requirement of earthing oblique grounding. I have already mentioned in my previous one of video that there is no difference between the earthing and the grounding, and that can be seen in IS 3043, that is a Bible. Apart from that, two more Bibles are there, IS 732 or CBIP manual 339 and CA safety regulation 2010, that can give you more idea about requirement of earthing and their statutory requirement as per the laws, as per the regulations in India. And today I just want to talk about the requirement of objective of earthing and grounding in our system. Basically, there are four types of system grounding or earthing. If you have to segregate, there are four parts. One is your system or neutral grounding, and second is your equipment grounding or machinery grounding, and third is your lightning system that needs grounding and functional grounding for your electronic system. And if we club all these four requirements and you just try to understand the objective of earthing, and I'm going to explain that thing right now. The very first benefit of doing that system earthing is voltage of phases are limited to the voltage to phase to earth. That is very important, and that basically saves the insulation requirement, and it is good for economical point of view also. And second is basically high voltage due to arcing grounds are eliminated. What happens in the absence of proper grounding or ungrounded systems? The voltage of the healthy phases rises during SLG fault in the systems, and that can be eliminated in your grounding systems. We must have noticed that thing many times. Our gadgets gets burned because of that arcing ground, and we feel helpless in such situation. Next is very important part of that earthing or grounding. You can use the sensitive protective relay or protective devices against SLG fault if you are providing proper earthing or grounding. Going forward, the voltage exposure, basically that comes under segregations of equipment earthing. What happens when the ice start flowing through structures of or frame? It creates high voltage, and because of that high voltage there will be high earth surface potential, and there will be more dangers of touch and the step potential that can be eliminated by proper earthing and grounding. And the next is avoidance of the thermal distress. And what happens because of that flow of fault current? It start basically there is a raise in the temperature, and that raise in the temperature, that rise in the temperature cause explosion of arc and a spark, which may initiate a fire, and that can be avoided if you have designed proper earthing or grounding system. And last very good point, that is the preservation of the system performance, because the total impedance offered by systems against the flow of fault should not impair the operations of performance of protective relay or protective device, and that is can be ensured, that can be done easily with good earthing or grounding systems. Next is the lightning. Lightning discharge need a path through earth, and that earth is provided by that earthing system through down conductor. And last but not the least, there is some noise problem in the electronic circuitry, and you need some functional earthing also for your electronics device, and that electronics device functional earthing is also very important. And I have covered almost all the requirements, objectives of the earthing of grounding for all the systems we come across, and I hope I could answer all the objectives or all the purpose of earthing through my video. Thank you.